So you're an aspiring creator ready to start your own YouTube channel. Am I right? Here's a little secret. I have spent hours watching over 100 different how to start your own YouTube channel from those big creators, the ones with zillion followers. And I wanted to see if their tips actually work when you're just starting from zero. I have easily spent more than 50 hours just watching and sorting with that feeling, is this gonna work? I wanted to figure out what really works for us, people wanting to start, and share it with you so you don't have to wonder if you're on the right track. So, if you have been feeling a little bit of doubt or just wanting a real girl guide, you are in the right place. Let's do this together. Step one, define your intention. It is a cheesy one, but it's a very important one. Why? This is where you can truly define you as a creator. But most important, your big why. This is literally the moment that you're gonna ask yourself questions as why do I wanna do this? What is motivating me? What do I want to talk about? What do I want to be known about? And can see myself doing it? And some other questions such as what are my values and my principles? What kind of people do I want to talk to? And what kind of person do I want to be? And I'm gonna be really honest with you. Remember that go talk? This is hard, very hard. Why? At least for me, it felt it had to be a little black and white, set on stone. Those questions, they had to be answered. And I know we have just met, but the truth is, it does not have to be. These reflections may and probably will change with the time. And that's okay. The important is to set a reasoning that aligns with your beliefs and your life at the moment. Your future self will make choices depending on your present self decides to. Isn't it crazy? So, sit down or go for a walk, take a moment and reflect on that and ask why again and again. This is called the 5 why, or I like to say the big why. It is a way to know you really have a strong reason and a strong direction into what you want to do next. For instance, I have asked myself numerous times, why do I want to start this YouTube channel? My first answer was because I really like YouTube. Then I asked again, why? Because I can see so many future possibilities and growth. Why? Because it's something I have always dreamed about. But why? Because in truth, I would love to inspire people to put themselves out there and go for their dreams. Aha. We found our big why. Do you see the idea? When you truly ask yourself why, it will come. And that can be your North Star. Oh my God. We did this step one. I'm liking. Step two. Let's jump into the tips that I have spent over 50 hours watching and sorting. And to be honest, we're entering now a completely new world. Literally, on YouTube, there are so many words that girly, no, we're not thinking about it right now. So, what I have and am applying to these videos so far, it's pretty much a simplified structure, if you will. Let's narrow down first your positioning. Number one, this is where you have to think about who is your audience? With whom am I talking to? How do they look? How old are them? Are they girls or guys mostly? Maybe both? What are their interests? Where do they go to? And what do they do? You can go pretty much in details here or just go surface. You will also get a better understanding of your audience with time. YouTube also offers analytics, which will give us information about our viewers. Isn't that cool? Number two, what are we talking about? And then the scary question, do I have to niche down? If you do niche down, it will help YouTube find your right audience. However, it's up to you, girly. There are different strategies with different outcomes and different actions and objectives. Of course, if you want to turn YouTube into a business or a project and it's not just a hobby, chances are having a niche can be helpful for you. Now, the second biggest doubt, should I only talk about my niche? And to be honest, I was worried about it too, of a tip that really stuck to me. And it's from Vanessa Lau. She says about the rule of three. She will either produce one video for the viewer, one video about her world, and the third video would be about something that she truly enjoys creating. And I love that. I believe at the end, the important here is balance and strategy, however. If you are planning to make a vlog video, bring it to a certain niche. Is it with students? You can even go deeper on that niche. Is it medicine students? Is it business students? It has to give some kind of entertainment, or there has to be some kind of differentiation. Because here is that the message in your channel stay clear and your subscribers will know what to expect from you. However, if you have completely no idea of what you could talk about forever and non-stop, I saw this other tip from Ali Abdal where he and well, so many others advise you to just start. But he actually advises you to try them all. It can be your little exploration phase. You can try vlogs, you can try talk about studying. It's up to you. Try them all. See what works. See which one do you enjoy the most creating. What really is your passion, what comes easy to you, and is something that you really can see yourself talking non-stop. However, he does advise in the video that this is more for someone who sees YouTube as a hobby and not as a business. We move into branding. The branding, it goes on and beyond. It's something that we all like and care. And also the most fun part of creating this all. And don't get me wrong, it does play a big role. It gives you association, gives you image. It makes people remember of you, right? And makes your work much more easy. One thing that is common over the big YouTubers is that branding evolves. If you take any YouTuber right now that you consider very successful and check their not exactly how their last video is. There's probably a difference in color, difference in thumbnails. I would like for us to focus on branding in another video, way more in depth. Now we move into the real structure, the secret formula, if you will. And to be honest with you, the secret formula that I have seen over and over and over, it's pretty basic. It's mostly title, trigger thumbnail, hook, content, and we get success. Sounds easy, right? First point to look for, the title. Key points that is you have to include keywords for your niche if you're going with the niche down strategy. Title, it is also a very big important factor of how well your video do. In truth, you don't have to reinvent the formula. There are so many inspiration and data out there. YouTube, in fact, and as a creator is an analytic job. So for instance, what would I do? I'll go on YouTube and search a subject and videos related to my niche. Or if you have a video idea, do the same thing. For example, you have the idea of starting your YouTube channel. Type it and look, what are the most recurring titles and keywords being used over and over again? Find videos that outperformed, though, for example, if they have over 400k views but they only have 40k subscribers, this is a good sign. Remember to analyze the date, because you don't want to use titles or inspiration videos that are dated from 5 years ago or even more. I've seen many videos that YouTubers publish that video and it just got viral, or after maybe 2 months or a year later. Some videos and some subjects, they are evergreen, meaning that there will always be research for those kind of videos. It will always continue to grow and people will continue to watch them. For example, this video, maybe you actually found me by typing on the search bar how to start my YouTube channel and you found me. Finally, as the hard part is to filter it. You also want to make sure it is intriguing or it sparks somewhat curiosity. But in the beginning, don't really try to reinvent the wheel. See what is out there, see what is working, but please do not copy. Get inspiration. That we talked about can also be applied to the thumbnails. We wanted them to be curious about it, or even make the viewer wonder what is the video gonna be about. Think of your own behaviors when searching on YouTube. What would make you click? Another tip that I really liked, and I took this again from Vanessa Lau, is to use about 5 words in your thumbnail. Often people watch a YouTube on their phone. Thumbnails are pretty small. So if you write too many things or very little words, they will not be able to see. And the thumbnail and title are a big factor to make people click in your video. So you want to be strategic about it. And you're creating a Canva, create your thumbnail, zoom it out. Can you still read the words? You can also use symbols. For example, when you're referring to an app or something specific, you can use visuals to attract people. So people will be a little bit intrigued what is written there. Or actually can promise them some results. Give them the number, right? Or you want to help them reduce their time. How much? Give them that data using face expressions, but mostly using a picture of yourself gets people more attracted to click into your video. You can apply the industry search, especially what kind of feeling and emotion you want your viewers to have. Question here is, what do you want to transmit? Now we move into the hook. Those sweet first 5 seconds when you just click that sweet video. Watch the videos that got you to click. How long do you stay in the video? Did you like their hook? Was it somewhat interesting? According to this YouTuber that I will her name right down here, because your girlie is scared to pronounce her name wrong. Credit it's due to who deserves it. She mentioned that an intro should give the context, a little curiosity gap, some input bias. Bias is pretty much a way to tell your readers how much effort you put into the video. Oftentimes, as humans, we appreciate when we can see that people put effort into making the video, right? However, I would say just try to be the most straight to the point. You don't want to be talking about what you did that day and what got you doing this. People will not like it. People just met you.
People don't care.
So just be straight to the point. I think I saw over and over again, you have pretty much 30 seconds to convince someone to stay watching your video. Brutal. Especially after you actually convince them to click. Remember, thumbnail, title, tough love. So really go and give people what they really want. People don't really want to know about you. They don't. They don't know you yet, or they don't know what you have to offer. So once you're more established, sure, you can talk a little bit more about you, but in the beginning, really focus about bringing the awareness to the viewer, to you. And of course, don't get me wrong, if mentioning about you is actually relevant to what you're talking about, sometimes it can be an example, by all means, go for it. The key here is to not annoy your viewer. Another important tip was in your intro to use some visual supports. You can include the B-rolls, you can read text, some visual effects. It can also be a great way to convince your viewer to stay. And YouTube often gives a preview of those first seconds of the video. And I would, before choosing which video to watch, I would sometimes go over and watch those previews. And sometimes that preview convinces me, hey, I want to watch this. We move on now into the content.
This is getting juicy.
The content is the value of your video. This will make people decide if they like your channel. Are you bringing value to people? Are you helping them? Are you teaching them something? Are you helping them go from point A to point B? Or maybe you're entertaining them. Or you're giving useful tips to help them reach for something. Or maybe you're telling them your journey. Or maybe your insights of what you have been learning. The goal here is to provide something useful and relevant. Value. Do you want people to feel inspired after watching your video? Or you want them to feel relaxed? Or maybe excited? Or maybe you want them to feel determined to do something? Maybe you want them to laugh. This is where you literally can think about what is your intention with this video. Your personality will be a huge key into making the viewers either wanting to subscribe or to watch more of your videos over and over again. Of course, the quality and the value that you're providing them in these videos will also be a big factor, but the personality is often one of the reasons why we stay talking with that person. It feels like can relate to them. Let's try to narrow down our structure. We have titles, we have thumbnails, and we have the hook. We want to enable emotions. We wanted to intrigue some curiosity. We want to have some kind of confusion. We want to make the viewer to be like, wait, what? Whatever it is, you want to make them think what's going on. You need to do the work. It is what it is. Value combined with your personality will make it shine. That's the combination for success. And girly, the most important, do your research. Yes, do your sweet research. Just a reminder, you don't have to start from complete zero. You don't have to reinvent the reels. You don't have to come up with the amazing title of that crazy hook or the crazy 5 words for your thumbnail. No, use inspiration from what's out there. Even if you want, watch their videos. See what those big YouTubers, what do they do? How do they come with those creations? What are they actually doing? And take it from there. You can repurpose what is already working.
Just don't copy, please.
You got this. However, my videos, I really want them to be very actionable ready. This is why I created my actionable actions. Number one, you girl are gonna get clear on your intention. Your homework is to find your 5 whys, find your big why, choose your audience. You don't have to niche down your content, but try to niche down your audience and decide the feeling that you want your channel to create. Number two, create your structure. You're gonna pick 3 videos ideas, whatever it is. You can go on YouTube and search, or you can come up with them. What do you want to talk about? You are gonna research the titles. Go on the research bar on YouTube and look for it. Can you make it the most evergreen? You're also gonna draft your first thumbnail concept when you're doing that sweet research. You're also gonna look for their thumbnails. What do you see mostly in common? Do you see people that are talking about that similar or that same content subject as you? What do they always have in their thumbnails? Start making researches, analyze their hook. How did they start it? What is their intro? Did that make you stay? And the most important for when you're building your hook and your intro, what is the pain point? Remember the audience? What was your biggest difficulty? What's their pain point? And what would be the solution for something that they are looking for and you can provide? So we come to the end. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. If you want to see exactly how to make those first steps as an aspiring creator, make sure to click my next video. I'm breaking down how to actually hit record on your very first YouTube video with real actionable actions. Let's build your agenda together. Bye.